Hi, good morning. It's Monday the 13th of January, so I'm driving home from my weekend away, and I generally get in a reflective mode when I'm driving because it's just me and my thoughts in the car. I rarely ever play music when I'm driving. Maybe I'm weird in that way, but I rarely ever play music when I'm driving. I'm always just using it as some time for reflection. And I was reflecting this morning on kind of the year that's passed, the year that's coming, the activities that I'm engaged in, things I'm working, and the lessons I've learned so far. But one of the things that really stuck with me the most as I was reflecting was really community. The word community. It's been really recurring in my mind, in my head, in my thoughts for the longest possible time. Community. Life is really all about community. We are animals after all. Higher animals, yes, but animals at the end of the day. And animals congregate in communities, we congregate in communities. And I think about the first community that the minute I was born, I was immediately added to by default. The black community, the melanin community. It's the one community that, except you want to Michael Jackson your way through life, you're stuck with. Your family you were born in, they can switch you at the hospital and you no longer be part of that family. It could be a mistake, but your skin color will stick with you for life. So I was thinking about community and about the issues going on in Africa, the wars, the economic problems, and all the drama going on everywhere over this continent. And my thinking is that the biggest problem we have as a community is that we really struggle telling ourselves the truth nobody wants to hear. We like prescriptions, we like solutions, we like a lot of things about our situation except the truth. We don't like telling ourselves the truth. I was thinking to myself, if one day your daughters grow up and ask, okay daddy, what did you contribute to changing the way the world was, the world you were born into? What did you really contribute? Not just the monies you make by being a businessman, not just the things you acquire, but really what contribution did you really do? And it's not maybe if you get into politics and all that, because you can be in politics and really make zero impact. I'm looking at you, General Muhammadu Buhari. But really impact is in mindset. What can we do? And one of the best things I think I know how to do, that I've trained myself, that I've been trained by the society, by the schools I've gone to, by the books I've read, is how to think through things. I'm a product person. I'm a lawyer who's self-taught himself how to be a software engineer, and now I manage products for platforms that reach billions of people every year, millions of people every year. And one of the things that this has taught me is how to think through problems. Every time you see an issue, there is an underlying problem that nobody is seeing, that is not letting that issue get solved. For instance, there's so much wealth in Africa. So why is there so much poverty in Africa? There is so much talent in Africa. So why are the less talented ones running the country, the continent? For every problem there is in Africa, there is an obvious solution. Get the right people in government. Get the bad people out. Use the resources wiser. The solutions are pretty simple. So why are we not applying these solutions? And this is basically a product problem. It's like in products, when you see a tech product, it looks okay, it gets the job done, but people don't use it, or people find it hard to use. Sometimes the solutions seem very, very obvious. Engineers try those solutions, but nothing happens until eventually somebody comes and finds out really what was causing this by unlocking the contrarian thinking behind the problem. The problem is not the problem is the thinking behind the problem. So when I look at Africa and I try to understand, why is it that we are so blessed but we can't seem to get our shit together? I think of a bottle. There is a bottle. Think of the shape of a bottle. And then at the neck of the bottle, the bottleneck, if you stop that place, if you block the bottleneck, nothing can flow out. So we've got all these solutions, but there is a bottleneck that's preventing it from flowing all the way out. And I think that bottleneck is truth. We are not accustomed to truth in Africa. We are emotionally indisposed to truth, which is why, as a people, we try to lean into respect your elders, because the elders don't want to hear the truth. Respect your master, because the master doesn't want to hear the truth. Respect. We're so big on respect, and then it prevents us from hearing the truth. Of course, the whole big on respect thing, it's very good, by the way. If you disrespect me, I'm gonna fucking knock your head. But then it prevents us from, it is a symptom, I think, of us not really liking the truth, because we focus so much on respect. If you are a person of respect, people will respect you. Respect is never granted, it is earned. So as a people, we always very, very heavy on, you must respect your elders, you must do this, you must do that, respect. We're very heavy on it because it is a symptom. We demand the respect because we do not want the truth of respect. The truth that says, are you a person of respect? Are you a person that deserves respect, not a person that demands respect? In the black communities, for instance, we're very big on talking about slavery. We're very big on talking about all the shit the white man has done to us. We're so big on talking about IMF, World Bank. There is always this cabal in Washington controlling our government, telling us what to do, telling the government what to do, taking our money, telling Kenyan government to tax the people more. There's always some white guy somewhere planning against us, plotting against us. It's very, very seductive. And all it does is prevent us from facing the fucking truth. We're simply not good enough. You don't hear a Japanese person talking about the nuclear weapons dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Nobody I've ever seen. I have a lot of Japanese friends. I went to school with Japanese people. I've never heard a Japanese gentleman talk about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Even the Chinese, they don't talk about all the humiliations the West laid upon them. Go read Chinese history. The Chinese have a very, very painful history. A civilization, because China is not a country, it's a civilization. A civilization has illustrious as the Chinese, the humiliation the West, the British, the tiny little British island put a country like China through, it's so painful. And you never hear a Chinese man talking about it. They move on. They learn the lessons, they adjust, they grow, and they move on. Same with the Japanese. Every other place in the world, people, they deal with the fucking fact we are not good enough, and they get better. Before, many years ago, growing up in Nigeria, when you go to the car dealership or the car shop, the mechanic, to get your car fixed, he will get two parts for you. He will say, see this one? This is Taiwan. This is Germany. Or you say, this is Japanese. This is Taiwan. So, Japanese, 10,000 naira. Taiwan, 1,200 naira. Obviously, you don't need anybody to tell you what that means in terms of quality. That was Taiwan. The Taiwanese, they kept improving themselves. And today, NVIDIA, a Taiwan-based company, is one of the top 5 most valuable companies in the world. It makes semiconductors that are so critical to the global economy that the entire US military is standing by to make sure that China cannot invade the country and take over Taiwan. Without those semiconductor abilities, the US would probably negotiate the fate of Taiwan with China. But because they are so critical to the fate of the global economy, the US has told China, if you invade Taiwan, we are going to intervene. We, of course, maintain strategic ambiguity, but you need to know that if you invade, we are not going to be maintain our policy of neutrality, right? Why? Because of how good they are. So you no longer can go to a mechanic and then he'll say this is Taiwan. Taiwan is now more expensive perhaps than the Japanese. But we're still stuck, or if I've got backwards in Africa in terms of where we are since this 20, 30 years ago. And these guys have gone forward because they told themselves the truth. We are simply not good enough. But black people, we like the emotional comfort of telling ourselves, oh, big man. That's why we walk around with pot bellies. Big man syndrome. So, I think this has gone on for long enough. If you're a young person, a black person, an African person, Nigerian, South African, Congolese, and you stumble upon this video, it's just my thoughts. Take it or leave it. Embrace truth whatever you're doing in your life. The Bible says, and we love the Bible. We Africans, we love the Bible. The Bible says, you will know the truth, and then the truth shall set you free. African freedom can only be accomplished through truth. If you do not have truth, fuck the rest of it. You're just fooling yourself. You're running on a treadmill trying to get somewhere. You're going nowhere. You're stuck there. First, you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So, my mission and these drives I'm going to be doing, whenever I feel the spirit, the mood, I will find some topic where we don't tell ourselves the truth. And I'm going to say the truth. When I'm gone, my children will look at it and they will say, yeah, Daddy, you were right. My grandchildren will say it. But for you, if you wish to have a better life, tell yourself the truth, tell the people around you the truth. And whenever some fucking idiot who's done nothing with his life, even if he has all the money, what is money? If he has all the money in the world and all he's done is just amass money and a big tummy, and he tries to tell you must respect me, tell him he must go stick it where the sun don't shine. Respect is earned, never given. Say the truth, even if you perish. Even if you perish, say the truth. Salah, bye.